How's it going, guys? Skoks, Chicago Blackhawks Central. Going to wrap up a whole lot of news, recent updates. Coach Luke, sorry, man, but you're out. You're gone. He's gone. He's done. I think we all expected a change with the squad, whether it's a call up, a trade, or a firing is pretty easy, right? And KD made it happen, and we'll go over how that went down and the game after with the first game with interim head coach Anders Sorensen, Anders Sorensen from the Rockford Ice Hogs. So we'll go over that and more updates. A whole lot of stuff to go through. So let me run the intro and we'll get right into it. Yeah, so I think I'll touch on the Luke Richardson news first. Some of the updates from it, right? Just want to go through what really happened, right? And I know it's a few days now, 2-3 days since the news came out, and let me bring it up so everyone can have an eye on it, and just let me know if you can hear me fine or if you can see the screen just fine. So let me pull it up and we'll take a look at it here. Yeah, so just some of the reports from that day that the news went down, and I do want to I want to see the post from when it actually did happen. With Luke Richardson, is this? It happened after the Bruins game. Am I correct? Right before that, though, from Ben Pope, the NHL will host a Winter Classic Fan Festival across the street from Wrigley Field from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on New Year's Eve. Before the game at 4 p.m., it's free to all fans, whether or not you have a ticket. The Stanley Cup will be there, among dozens of other attractions. So, if you're headed to the Winter Classic game on New Year's Eve, definitely get there early and check that out. And or if you just live in Wrigleyville, that's pretty awesome just to see the Stanley Cup there. Um, First time back here in a while, unless it's with some of the Chicago natives from the recent Cup winners. But pretty cool to see. Yeah, so on December 5th, which is what's today's date? Yeah, so 2-3 days ago. It's now the 8th, but Elliot Friedman, I believe he had it first, or it might have been Sarah Volley, because he's pretty tight in now too with the Hawks with CHSN, with some work there. But Elliot Friedman, Anders Sorensen takes over as interim head coach, right, of the Chicago Blackhawks as a team fires Luke Richardson. It came out pretty early on, and I think X Twitter took away the timestamps, but I believe this was what time did this come out? If anyone remembers what time, but I think it was in the afternoon. The the news went down about Coach Luke, but Freeman also adds plans for Sorensen to finish the season and a process to be conducted at that time after the season, right? But it seems like a process to be conducted at that time. So they're obviously going to do some coaching searches throughout the rest of the season to be prepared for the offseason, with the draft and free agency. I mean, you're gonna have your head coach and staff ready to go for that. So yeah, they are gonna get their work done. GMKD and staff, and I think some not blame, but some of the um, just the news of that firing, right? Um, was Coach Luke a terrible hockey coach? I don't think so. I think he could be a decent head coach, but with a different type of team. I think his style could work, right, with different squads. Like if say he was in Boston and they had a few more pieces there. Um, I definitely think that could work with them. Just his style is not just wasn't working out for younger forwards. I mean, what other forwards have progressed in the right direction, the positive direction, other than Bedard coming in his rookie year, and um, so far this season hasn't been great. Still putting up some decent numbers, but we need to see that step from him in the second year. And as of right now, it's about the same production wise. Goal scoring's down, but yeah, definitely would love to see him in the right direction. Cool to see him get the assist in his first game with interim head coach Sorensen. So that's cool to see him get a point on the board. So that's proven a little there with the ion development from Anders Sorensen. Love to see that. We like to see that a lot with the development because we have a lot of development to do with the prospect system and just the young guys coming up from Rockford. And we'll get into more of that also. A lot of Rockford news as well. But yeah, Coach Luke, thanks a lot, man. But just was not working out. Mark Eden, he is going to fill in as the head coach in Rockford. I believe they had one game so far. Did not look great. I believe they got shut out. So not great first game. But hope he gets it together. And I know it's difficult to step in like that, but yeah, hope they get in a groove here soon because Rockford has been looking uh, pretty good with the prospects, right? Nazar, Savoie, Doc, most of the guys that are down there right now are playing pretty well, and Levshinov having his ups and downs, but it's his first year pro, so we'll see where it goes from there. But it's pretty much all on the um, Luke Richardson news and Scott Powers, Ben Pope. They're putting in a lot of work and putting on a lot of stories. So if you guys have the connection to the Athletic for that or the Sun Times for Ben Pope, definitely take a look at that. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much all on Coach Luke. One more quote here from Kyle Davidson from Ben Pope. Davidson said he only. Um, and I like to see that he did not hesitate the uh, with the decision to get rid of Luke once he saw that it wasn't working for a extended period of time. There, he just made the call. Did not he did not make any change with the roster yet, but as of today, he did make that call. I believe my mic might have cut out, but I think I'm back now. So if everyone can hear me just fine. But yeah, love to see the decisiveness with KD in making the change. That's definitely good. But the roster's not perfect, right? Teravainen has not been great at all. Bertuzzi, don't love what I'm seeing at this point. Can he finish the season stronger? I hope so, but not looking great for Bertuzzi. I hope Teravainen could turn it around on Bedard's wing, but um, yeah, not great returns so far. Less than 30 games into the season, but definitely would like to see a whole lot more from everyone, right? Um, and let's check out what else we have going on here. The lines for um, the game before, which I did not cover, but I will touch on it here. Um, the game against Boston, the last Coach Richardson game. I will touch on it. 4-2 final score. Brad Marchand, he had a great game. 2 goals. Morgan Geeky, 2 goals. Just weird opportunities at weird times. The system was off. Shots were low. 22 shots on net. I believe Bedard didn't even have a shot on net that game. I don't think so. But yeah, did not look great at all against Boston. They were struggling. We were poor at the dot. 10 penalty minutes. Not good at all. Alex Vlasic, he had a really nice goal. First goal of the game in against the Bruins. Really nice night from him. Jason Dickinson scored uh, his fifth goal, and yeah, final score was 4-2. Love what I'm seeing from Vlasic, but man, just not great at all. And GMKD, he made the call, and Coach Luke, we just couldn't make it work, man. Had to let him go. Was not looking good in this short sample size of the season, right? You could see the team just talking about their confidence, the performance. It was just not there at all. So GMKD, he makes the move. And Sorensen, the first game of his head coaching career in interim, at least, right? And that was against the Winnipeg Jets last night on Saturday night. Let me pull up that game. Yeah. Also, same score, 4-2. Final score, Mark Sharpley, he had a goal. Kyle Connor, 2 goals or 2 assists. Alex Vlasic, he also scores the first goal of the game, which is his second goal of the season on the power play. Nice play from Bedard to Tavo, and then to Vlasic. Um, Great play on the power play early in the game, 9 minutes in to the first period. Uh, Not a whole ton after that. Velarde scored about 4 minutes later. Martinez, his first goal as a Blackhawk with less than like 30 seconds to go in the first period. About 13 seconds ago. Nice snipe from him, nice shot, but a whole lot of nothing after that first period, which is it's a problem. 14 total shots from the Hawks and 29 shots from the Jets. First game in as coach, so I did not expect it to look a whole lot different. But coming up here on Monday night against the New York Rangers, they've been up and down this year as well. But would definitely like to see some more fight from the lineup, some more shots, some more chances. Let's score some goals. Definitely need to go in the right direction here. The hits were about even, 15-13. Penalty minutes 4-2. Surprisingly, uh, Hawks were up in faceoff percentage, 52.3 to the Jets, 47.7. Uh, Winnipeg was, I think, minus 200 here in the money line. Yeah, so wasn't expecting to win that game against a pretty good Jets team, but definitely was not expecting to look that flat on offense. So would really like that to flip around here against the Rangers. Would absolutely love it. Let's get some goals here. Let's get Bedard going once again. Nice assist from him on Saturday, but let's keep it going. Let's get some assists. Let's get some goals, man, because the haters are definitely out online a lot now on Bedard. And I mean, even since the draft, just a lot of haters. Everyone's going to hate on the Hawks, but yeah, would love to see the team get in the right direction here to finish the season. And was not a whole ton to um, the Jets game, so I will check up on the practice today. I believe this morning on Sunday. I believe they practiced this morning. So let me pull up the lineup from practice, and that will be our most recent. Yeah, so here we go. From Scott Powers, if everyone can see that just fine. Just fine here on screen. Hawks lines in practice from Scott Powers. Mikheyev, Bedard, Kershev. Don't love Mikheyev on line one. Sure, he's all right on defense. He's got the speed, but man, on offense, even in the neutral zone, does not offer a whole ton at all. Don't love what I see from him this year. Just not not great, right? And I think everyone can attest to that as well. Second line, Hall, Donato, Bertuzzi thought they looked pretty decent on Saturday against the Jets. A few chances, but still not much from Hall and not much from Bertuzzi consistently. Donato, I'm completely fine with his game. I love his play style. He plays fast. He plays hard. Shoots the puck a lot, and that's what everyone really needs to do. I have no problems with Ryan Donato at all. Line three, Foligno, Dickinson, Teravainen. Uh, I believe there was one little shift where they might have swapped the line a bit, but did not notice a whole ton from that line on Saturday night. The third line and Anderson. Oh no, this is the practice lineup. Yeah, so Teravainen on the third line, from down from the first line, got mixed up there. But Anderson, Reichel, and Maroon. So looks like Smith it might be taking uh, a a sitting. I don't like seeing Joey Anderson in for Craig Smith because he's been very consistent so far this season. That doesn't make a whole ton of sense. Don't love that decision at all. So very interesting to see that, and we'll see how that works out. I don't I don't know why he would take out Craig Smith, but that kind of wraps up the news from practice. But a few updates from Mrazek and Martinez from the Jets game. They uh, got a little dinged up. Martinez, he got hit up high with the puck. So I did see that he will be out for a little, not very long though. I cannot find the post on it right now, but it won't be too long with Martinez. But Mrazek from Ben Pope here, he will be out for a little bit. Sorensen said Martinez will also miss some time, but not as much. I cannot find the post. I don't know who had it, but yeah, and that leads us into here where the Hawks have recalled Kevin Korchinski and Drew Commesso from the Rockford Ice Hawks. So we are probably going to see Drew Commesso get his first start in the NHL very, very soon because Mrazek will be out. Korchinski, we'll see how long Martinez is out, but I would love to see Korchinski in the lineup because we need a little change here, man. It's just not going great, right? And you need some spark here. Mrazek is on IR, according to Charlie Romeliotis here, and the Hawks announced. Let's see here from Scott Powers in practice. The Blackhawks have a fill-in goalie for practice. Drew Commesso is meeting the team in New York, with the Ice Hawks having been in Springfield, Massachusetts last night. All right, yeah, so smart travel plans. Always smart with travel. The Hawks are really on top of that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah, Ben Pope, I think he's with me here. I don't get the Mikheyev thing at all. He provides zero offensive support whatsoever. Completely agree. And I completely forgot about this as well. Joey Anderson is on waivers, so Craig Smith will be in that lineup. Looks like they're going to. Katie is trying to send them down to Rockford. So that makes a whole ton of sense. It does make sense. Yeah, so that's my last update from practice. Um, yeah, a whole lot of updates, a whole lot of news very quickly, but Hawks are back tomorrow night against the New York Rangers. And let me double check the time on that on Monday night. Let's see here. Let's see. And that will be at 6 p.m. NHL Network if you have that, or obviously it's going to be on CHSN if you're local with the antenna and the whole situation. It just stinks. It's really, really bad. Or if you have DirecTV, Fubo, it's terrible. But yeah, we will see you Monday night after Hawks and Rangers. We'll see you then. Let's go Hawks.